actually my first ever episode and it's taken me about 5, no maybe more like 10 times to get this right. My boyfriend's not here and he's normally really good at all the like setting up of the camera and everything. I didn't realise like how much will go into it. But yeah, just even like finding the right space in our tiny apartment to film this was quite difficult. I've literally just pushed everything into all the other corners of the room which you can't see, and this is like the tidiest spot I could make. Anyway, I wanted to start doing these videos because I've had quite a lot of requests recently on my Instagram page, Alyssa Does It. Just in terms of what I've been doing during the lockdown, I've been experimenting with a lot of tie-dye with like old pieces of clothing that I've had lying around, and I've always loved tie-dye, so it's just a really good opportunity to actually start my own thing, which I've never, well, I've always said that I don't have time to do it, but maybe I was just being lazy. All of my tie-dye techniques and like upcycled processes and pictures are all on my Gone Revive page. If you have any questions regarding like the next few steps that we go through, then feel free to hit me down in the comments below. I will make more videos with like other different techniques, including different colours of dyes, but today I want to focus on bleach. There's loads of different things you can do with the bleach. This outfit I have on is something that I've bleached. It was an old Urban Outfitters t-shirt and some old tracky bottoms. I did this one like quite sporadically. I really like the technique of like, it's almost like watercolour dyeing effectively, where you don't really put like a specific pattern, you just see like what happens and how it develops naturally. So today I've been digging around. I've got a few different pieces of denim. Some of it I want to colour dye, so I'm going to save that for a separate video. But I've got a few bits and pieces in here which I want to try and bleach. If you want to try this at home, I've got a few things which I'm going to use. Definitely always make sure that you have clothes that you don't care about getting ruined. Make sure that all the surfaces are covered if you don't want to spill anything on your carpet. Again, like you might want to wear an apron. I've got some rubber gloves because obviously bleach on your skin is definitely a no-no. But yeah, so bleach, gloves. I've got some string and like strips of fabric, which you'll see what I'm going to do with those in a few minutes. Then I've got a bottle here, which is just an old tie-dye bottle. I'm going to put some bleach and water in this just so I can do like some droplets and be a bit more strategic with where I place the bleach, which might be helpful for you guys. And then you could also use droppers if you want to do like tiny little dots of bleach. For an ombre effect, you can use like a spray bottle. This is something I'd probably say be very careful with if you're using bleach, just because if you're spraying bleach, it's a whole different ball game to like just pouring it over something. It could, but you can do like ombre effects with that, which I'll show in some of my other videos. I'll show you the pieces that I have. I've got a medium denim wash jacket, which I want to do a bit of like a marbling effect on and just see how that turns out. And then I've got some really nice American Apparel jeans, which I've had for ages, in like a dark indigo. It's like a mum style jean, but they're just so worn now, so it was either dye them fresh blue or colour them something else or bleach them. So here we are, bleaching them. And a denim jacket, which isn't actually a complete match, but I'm gonna try and see if I can make some kind of like bleach denim cord out of that set, so we shall see. And then all you'll need as well is obviously a bucket. It could just be like a normal outdoorsy kind of bucket. You could use something bigger if you want to do like a few things in one go. I'm just gonna get my items prepped using some different techniques with the strings that I've got, and then we'll have a look at the results after. Cool. Tie it quite tight. So I'm gonna start putting these in the bleach piece by piece. When I did this piece and the joggers, I just did water, bleach. I think it's meant to be like 2 parts water to 1 part bleach, something like that. But I kind of like just let it develop, and then if I think it needs more bleach, I'll just pour slightly more in. Just constantly keep checking up on this. You could leave it overnight if you want it to turn white, but normally I would leave it for like maybe 1-2 hours and then just check up on it and see how it's developed so far. What I have found is that bleach does develop a lot slower than dye, so it's harder to see what kind of effect you're getting so almost instantly like you would with dye. So I'm gonna get a piece of grid which I use and just place this on top and slowly start doing a few different effects on these 2 pieces, and then I'll drop them in. Around with some droplets on this other pair that I have, and I can show you how like the droplet technique works with the bleach as well. So it's been about an hour and a half now. I can see that 2 of them are definitely developing quicker than the others, so I'm just gonna check them quickly and then probably leave the jeans a bit longer, because as you can see, this one is definitely gone whiter and brighter than this pair of jeans, and I want them to match, so I'm going to open them up now and we can have a quick look. Okay. Maybe there's... Ooh, cool. I could see this being like a denim vest or something. I'd probably wear that more than it as a jacket. I might put a little bit more bleach on that as well, just because, I don't know, the more the merrier sometimes. So I'm going to go all in and put 100% bleach. Yeah, you can definitely see it developing quicker. Oops. When you have the garment like open up as well, it's like easier to be more strategic with where you put the bleach, I guess. So it depends what kind of, if you're not bothered about it being sporadic, or if you know like exactly where you want the bleach pieces, sections to be. Depends on like what method you use to bleach, whether you tie it or whatnot. So I just wanted to show you the results from the last bleach processes we've been doing. So it came out really well. It didn't come out as I'd like originally intended, but yeah, I'm really happy with the results. The set actually looks much more like a stronger set, because as I said at the start of the video, it actually wasn't a complete matching set to begin with. But yeah, I'm really happy. Obviously, if you wanted a more sort of subtle effect, then you would just have to use less bleach and go through the process a lot slower than what I did. As I started with the denim, it was taking quite a while to process. So what I did in the end is I just took it out of the bucket and just went a bit gung-ho with it all and poured bleach like all over the denim in like big sort of splodges straight from the bleach without even watering it down. So if you do want like a more subtle effect, I'd definitely say water it down, put it in your bucket, wait for it to develop slowly, whereas I just wanted like a quick fast approach, and I was quite happy to just see where the straight bleach took me and the denim. So yeah, overall really happy. I'll show you this other piece as well, which I've done. So this was a lighter denim jacket, which again I'm really happy with the results. Again, in the end with this, I did just get the bleach and go straight over it without watering it down. If you wanted a more subtle approach, again, I would just say water down the bleach and just be patient with how it develops. So the denim jeans where I just got the dropper and did the little droplets, didn't really work as well as I was hoping. I wanted it to be tiny, tiny little dots. In the end, it came out quite splodgy. So I think if you want the tiny, tiny, tiny little droplets, just be very, very careful and just, I think I ended up like squeegeing out quite a lot with the dropper, so it does disperse quite quickly. But yeah, overall, not that impressed with that. So there we go, that's how to bleach your denim. Any questions, just hit me in the comments below. My next denim project is gonna be this lovely little white cute set. I got it off my mum. The jacket is from Zara, and these shorts are the ones off my mum from the 80s, I think. I think they're Etam actually, do you remember Etam? But yeah, I've had this for a while now. I never really wear it that much because the one time I did wear it after we got engaged, I got ketchup which exploded all over me in a restaurant all down the front, and I didn't think I'd be able to get it out. I've put a little like vote up on my Instagram of what colour to do, so hold tight for the next video and I'll show you what colour I decide.